Okay, good morning. This is the piece that I previously filed, and I want to check it to see if it's square. Now, we talked about the granite surface plate, and here's the granite with the comparative dial indicator on it. Now, again, we're going to use a comparative measurement, and this is a special vise. This is the precision vise, so it's ground on all sides, it's square, flat, and parallel. I'm going to take my previously filed surface here, and remember I checked, I had a square up against this side here, so this is the side I'm going to put down in the vise. Now I'm going to lay that down in the vise, I've diverted. I'm going to tighten this vise up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to reference this edge here to this edge here, because this should be square, and remember this is square and parallel, so if this edge on the bottom of the vise is square to this edge, then this edge should be parallel to this edge, which means it should read 0. This is the reason for using the granite surface plate. And again, cleanliness, cleanliness, cleanliness. I'm going to put this up on my surface plate. I'm going to adjust my dial indicator, bring it on up. I'm going to bring the dial indicator down. I'm just going to preload it. I'm going to rotate my bezel around until I get to 0. And I'll leave it there. Now remember, what I am doing is I'm checking this surface here with parallelism to the top of this granite surface plate. I know this is square and parallel, all that good nonsense in there. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to move this, and you'll notice the dial indicator is coming up. I was 0 here, a little below 0. Reset it at 0. I'm going to come up. I'm at 5 thousandths here. Then it drops back down to 0. Remember I was talking about it being crowned. So it starts to rise through here. I'll get my hand out of the way. It's high in the center. Any piece of paper will do. That part that you're seeing in there is actually shaped like this. If you learn to read your dial indicator, you can use it to draw a geometric shape. It's a crown shape. It's 5 thousandths high in the center. And it starts to drop down. That's because when you're filing, you generally will have the most pressure on the ends of the strokes, and that's why we need to swap around, flip around, and file from different ends. I started to file here, that became the low side, and when I started to file over here, well, we want to get it a little bit closer. I only need to file in the middle here. We don't want to file the whole part, because guess what? If we do, we're going to continue to have the same shape. So I just need to correct it in this center. Now 5 thousandths of an inch is not much. That's about 1.5 sheets of paper thickness. So we're going to be, now's the point where we get down to the fines. We're going to attack it in little bitty. I'm going to file a little and I'm going to measure a lot. So I'm going to set up and we're going to do a little correction there in the center, and I'll show you the second part of this. That concludes this video.